Wendy and Eddie, y'all in trouble, girl. It seems like the feds, the law, whoever seen that Bravo interview where Wendy was like, these are just allegations, you guys. That's what she gonna tell the audience. Again, you got to remember, these are just allegations, you guys. And they were like, okay, let's drop this little package off to the Sun and let them know what we really have on Wendy. Because the ish done hit the fan and they done released a lot of evidence that they got against Wendy and Eddie. And we already knew the ish was bad, right? We already knew Eddie was sloppy with it and they were sending emails. But now they're releasing more tea. They said that Wendy had a fake number. She had a text-free app on her phone, girl. Like, girl, I swear these people don't watch ID channel. Do y'all not know? Y'all got text-free numbers on your phone, but it still links back to you, baby. Y'all should have sent the kids up in Walmart to buy a burner phone, like, because that would have been smarter. So anyways, we're going to go over all the evidence that they got against Wendy and Eddie. And like I said, she was supposed to have court this month to try to get her charges thrown out because she said they illegally searched her or whatever she said. And I looked up her court record. There was no update. Then I seen on another blog that they canceled court and they rescheduled it for like the first week of December. So I don't know if that's true, but I do see she has another court date in December and her charges have not been dropped. So let's go over everything that came out in the Sun yesterday because, baby, this is tea. This is TT. I'm be fresh as hell if the feds watch. Before we get into everything that was released yesterday, can we get into what Wendy had on at the BravoCon? I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hate the white fishnets. I hate the white t-shirt, business outfit, whatever you call it. I hate the white shoes. I don't like white heels. Like, it's one thing I think don't go with anything, white heels. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But I would love to hear what Queen Sheba would have to say about the psychologicalness behind her wearing white. Because I know she would say something like, you know, she had on white to let y'all know she's trying to proclaim her innocence or something like that. I'm not like a psychology major, but babe, why did you come on there wearing white? And you notice it was very understated, not her usual expensive, like it looked like a Shein outfit. Let's keep it real. It didn't look like she spent a bag on it. It's looking like the feds is watching, so let me lay it low. But you already done spread it wide, baby, like Evelyn Braxton likes to say. You done already laid it low and spread it wide. But okay, let's get into everything that the Sun came out with yesterday on Wendy and Eddie, because things ain't looking too happy over there. Okay, but before we do that, please like the video and hype the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into this tea. So the Sun came out with this article yesterday, right after BravoCon, and it says, damning evidence. Real Housewives of Potomac stars Dr. Wendy and Eddie Osefo's emails, bank records, Instagram accounts seized by law enforcement in fraud case. Okay, let's see what they got. So it goes on to say that court filings from the state's attorney's office revealed both Eddie and Wendy's various records were seized by law enforcement who were investigating the couple's alleged insurance fraud after they faked a break-in at their home. So it says new court filings obtained exclusively by the U.S. Sun show Wendy and Eddie's Osefo's Gmail accounts as well as Wendy's Instagram accounts were accessed by investigators. It says Wendy and Eddie were arrested on October 9th and were subsequently hit with a slew of charges, including conspiracy, false misleading info, and insurance fraud. The state's index of information produced in discovery revealed that investigators gained access to the Real Housewives of Potomac stars' Gmail accounts, as well as a third Gmail account that did not include either of their names. But you got a little burner Gmail, babe? Anyways, those emails were accessed via a search and seizure warrant served to Google. Additionally, Wendy's Instagram accounts, which were a target of the investigation after she posed with a ring she claimed was stolen, were also the subject or a search and seizure warrant, which was served to Meta platforms. So, you know, they said that Meta, you know, that Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff you're doing online, they can now track you where you're at, where you were doing, what you posted, what you deleted, who you DM'd. So they said they got all that. They got all of it. Through Meta, investigators were able to access Wendy's Instagram with the handle The Dr. Wendy Show, as well as her main account with the handle Wendy Osefo. A search and seizure warrant was also served on Wendy's Apple ID. Another was served to a company called TextNow Inc. Now, that's what I wanted to tell y'all. If y'all don't know what TextNow is, you can go on the app market and download it. It's called TextNow, and it'll give you a whole nother phone number. So you could be calling people from a different number. You could be texting people from a different number. So yeah, the fact that they had to seize that is something shady. Either her and Eddie were communicating through that, or I don't know what else she would be using it for. I mean, you could use it for a lot of things. You could use it to cheat. You could use it to do a lot of things, but it doesn't say specifically what she was using it for. But the fact that they mentioned it, the police is using that info. In addition to all that, they also had, as well as home security companies, Ring, Protect Inc., and ADT Security Services. So they served a search warrant on all those companies. It says, in addition to the search and seizure warrants, the Discovery Index also included bank records from Ally, Bank America, American Express, and Capital One. Several luxury Several luxury retailers were listed as contributing to the discovery, including Van Cleef, Louis Vuitton, Saks, and Ascot Diamonds. Additionally, the state responded to Wendy and Eddie's claims that their arrests were illegal, due in part to defects in the charging documents. They also said that any statements made by the defendant were voluntary and made after the defendant was properly advised of his or her rights. So remember how Wendy got up on there and tried to, have her lawyer file paperwork saying that they were illegally charged and she's going to have this thrown out and this and that? They were like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. We didn't force you to make no damaging statements. And then it's like, could you imagine getting online talking about, getting in court, having your lawyer say, I want all I want all confessions revoked. Like, girl, so you already done told on yourself? Like, what? In my opinion, what else would that mean? These are my fucking opinions, okay, bitch? I'm not saying that's what she did, but why else would you want confessions thrown out the court? What confessions do they got? The state also appeared to be attempting to try Wendy and Eddie as co-defendants, despite the couple requesting to be tried separately. Remember, Wendy's lawyer tried it. She wants to separate her case from Wendy's case, but I don't know how they can separate them when they're co-defendants. Like, y'all did the crime together. Y'all gonna do the time together. I know Wendy want to get her ish separated from Eddie, but it's like, how? Y'all are co-defendants. I never seen co-defendants separated, but y'all let me know. The state said that the defendant will not be prejudiced by a joinder of his or her trial with the co-defendants, and he or she will not be prejudiced by a joinder of charges. The state further claimed that there is no defect in the charging document. Wendy, you in trouble, girl. You in trouble, girl. Run. Wendy and Eddie faced multiple charges after police alleged they staged a home break-in to fraudulently collect money from their various insurance providers. If y'all want to see their home and what they claim happened, go watch my other video. I have a video where it shows their home on the thumbnail, and you can see the tiny ass window that Wendy wants us to believe that somebody crawled up to on the third story. They would have had to hop on the roof and crawl in and out that window with the 57 items or however many items she said, which was more than 40. Okay. Anyways, it says Wendy also lost her employment as a professor at West Sylvania University following the arrest, although she tried to tell us that she resigned. Remember, she had a representative come out and tell us, oh no, Wendy resigned. I would like to see why she really resigned from that other prestigious Johns Hopkins University, because she said on the show that she resigned from them as well. But what if she was doing the same thing that she's doing now? What if she resigned before she got let go, Because all we know is that someone called the college and they said she no longer work here. And then her representative came out and said that she resigned. But it's like her ish was about to hit the fan. So according to the Sun says, no, baby, she was fired. So anyways, it says Wendy lost her job although her representative insisted she resign and was not dismissed. During her appearance at BravoCon this weekend, Wendy briefly addressed her and her husband's arrest. And this is what she said. You know, it's an unfortunate situation, and right now, I can't say too much, but I will say when the time is right, she told the audience, I will share my story with everyone, and for now, they're just allegations, so we will continue to push forward. See, this is why I think you should have just stayed in the house. You should have been a mouse in the house. Stop trying to be seen. Stop trying to be a star. Like, the fact that she knows her and her husband messed up, and she's still trying to be a star, and it's crazy when people will, like Karen, when she knew she was guilty and she was like, you guys will see my day in court, you guys will see all the evidence, and then when the evidence came out, we was like, damn girl, your ass should have shut the hell up. We didn't want to see your wig getting pulled back and you drunk as a skunk talking about you a concubine and all kinds of crazy ish. Like, you should have just zipped it. So it goes on to say how they just were arrested in Maryland after they made false claims saying that their house was broken into while they were on vacation in Jamaica. It says following, they said that both their bedrooms, closets had been ransacked and a number of designer handbags and pieces of jewelry were stolen. Following this, they submitted claims to 3 separate insurance companies for purported losses. Now we're going to go over the ish where Wendy and Eddie messed up. The state document further alleged that Eddie submitted overlapping claims for certain items to 2 different insurance companies. Edward Osefo gave recorded statements to 2 of the insurance companies regarding a list of stolen items he provided. Mind you, this line is being recorded. He hearing that while he giving these statements, okay? He was asked if any of the items on the list had been returned, which he denied. He was also questioned about having other insurance, but did not disclose to Home Site and Jewelers that he was also making a claim with Travelers Insurance. The paperwork specifies the total amount of the loss claimed on the sworn statement of loss was $2,500 for the building and an estimated $450,000 for contents personal property. Is that insane? Homesite denied this claim due to the failure to disclose other policies. Investigators observed that Wendy's diamond anniversary band, which was listed among stolen property, remained visible on her Instagram account in the weeks following the alleged burglary. Her post from April 27, 2024, which allegedly included a shot of the ring in question, has since been removed. You see why they hacked into that Instagram? Authorities also obtained email records from the couple. On the 12th of April 2024, Eddie sent an email to Wendy listing reportedly stolen items and asked if there were any additional high-value items we can add to this inventory listing, i.e. Chanel shoes, etc. I'm trying to get the total. This dude is crazy. He said, I'm trying to get the total to exceed $423,000, which is our policy maximum. Bro, why would you type that? I can't for the life of me understand why he would type that in an email. Significantly, when the couple was taken into custody, a search and seizure warrant was executed at their home, and deputies allegedly recovered at least 15 items claimed as stolen during the burglary. During a press conference last month, the sheriff confirmed that Wendy's diamond anniversary band was among... Girl, I know you lying to me. I know you are lying to me that it was among one of the items that they found. No, I'm not lying. They said the diamond anniversary band was among the recovered objects. Wendy has also been charged separately with making a false statement to an officer. Okay, remember how they were saying Wendy was going to try to put this all on Eddie, allegedly, that he's the one who called and made the claims, and she was going around, allegedly, supposedly, people were saying that it was going around that it was all Eddie, she didn't know about it. Well, they're like, babe, you also called and made a false statement. It says both paid $50,000 bail to secure their release a day after their arrest. Wendy joined the Real Housewives of Potomac in season 5. So yeah, this is a lot. I want to know, is there anyone out there that still thinks that Wendy is innocent? Do they still think it's all Eddie? Or do they think, Wendy, you in trouble, girl, and you need to run? Like, what do y'all think about this? Please put it down in the comments. Do you think that she's going to win in court? She thinks she's smarter than the court and going to get her charges thrown out? Or do you think she's up-ish creek without a paddle? Please put it down in the comments. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Please like the video, hype the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.